from the world's capital markets. Here are the latest financial headlines brought to you by CMS Prime.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. Let's start today's technical analysis with the dollar-yen pair and the recent events stirring the markets. Emily?
The dollar fell 0.9% against the yen in the last trading session. The RSI is giving a positive signal. The Bitcoin-dollar pair exploded 1.1% in the last session. The stochastic RSI indicates an overbought market. The gold-dollar price remained largely unchanged in the last session. According to the Williams indicator, we are in an overbought market. The oil-dollar pair corrected downwards in the last session, falling 0.2%. The ROC is giving a negative signal.
That concludes our major economic events review for today. Moving on to world financial news.
The dollar fell to a 7-month low, and the Japanese yen hit a more than 1-week high, as traders awaited comments from Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell this week, likely to hint the US central bank will start cutting interest rates in September. Gold subdued after piercing the $2,500 ceiling in the previous session, as investors booked profits from the record run and positioned for more cues from the US Federal Reserve and developments in the Middle East. Wall Street pushed higher and the dollar tipped lower after stocks surged last week on expectations the US economy would dodge a recession and cooling inflation would kick off a cycle of interest rate cuts. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and S&P 500 both rose over 0.5%.
Thank you. And now, moving on to our chief analyst pick of today's main economic events.
Japan's exports will be released at 23:50 GMT, the US Redbook Index at 12:55 GMT, the US API weekly crude oil stock at 20:30 GMT. Germany's Producer Price Index will be released at 6 GMT, Japan's imports at 23:50 GMT, the Eurozone's Harmonised Index of Consumer Prices at 9 GMT.
We hope that you've enjoyed today's market outlook. On behalf of all of us here, we wish you a productive trading day.